Planning a trip to China. Here are 5 important entry requirements every tourist should know before traveling in 2026. China is one of the world's most fascinating destinations. Visitors can walk along the Great Wall, explore Beijing's Forbidden City, see Shanghai skyline, visit the Terracotta Army in Xi'an, meet giant pandas in Chengdu, or discover the dramatic mountains of Zhangjiajie. China has expanded visa-free travel significantly, but the rules differ depending on nationality, travel purpose, length of stay, and itinerary. Travelers should therefore understand whether they qualify for ordinary visa-free entry, visa-free transit, or a traditional visa. Let's look at 5 important things every tourist should know before traveling to China. 1. Check visa-free entry or transit eligibility. The first step is determining exactly which entry rule applies to your passport. China currently allows ordinary passport holders from Germany and many other eligible countries to enter without a visa for tourism, business, family visits, exchanges, or transit for up to 30 days. For most countries covered by this unilateral program, the exemption is currently scheduled to remain in effect until December 31, 2026. Travelers who do not qualify for that program may still be eligible for China's 240-hour visa-free transit policy. This allows citizens of eligible countries to remain for up to 10 days while traveling from one country through China to a different country. For example, a journey from Germany to China and then onward to Japan may qualify as transit. A simple Germany-China-Germany return trip generally does not meet the third destination requirement for visa-free transit. The transit policy also applies only through approved ports and within permitted areas. Check your complete itinerary carefully rather than assuming that every Chinese airport and domestic route qualifies. Travelers who do not meet either visa-free arrangement must obtain the correct Chinese visa before departure. 2. Valid passport. You need a valid ordinary passport to use China's unilateral visa-free program. Official guidance states that the passport must remain valid for the intended duration of the trip. Temporary, emergency, or other travel documents may not qualify for visa-free entry under the same conditions. Even when no universal 6-month rule is stated for the visa waiver, having several months of validity remaining is safer. Airlines and transit countries may impose stricter document requirements. Your passport should be undamaged and all personal information must be clearly readable. The name on your airline booking should match the passport exactly. If you already hold a Chinese visa, check whether it is linked to an older passport and whether you need to carry both documents. 3. Accommodation registration. Every foreign visitor's accommodation must be registered with the Chinese authorities. When you stay in a hotel, the hotel normally completes the registration automatically using your passport details. This is one reason the reception desk may need to retain or scan your passport briefly during check-in. However, when staying in a private apartment or with friends, you must generally complete the registration within 24 hours of arrival. China began piloting online registration for non-hotel accommodation in March 2026 in several provinces like Zhejiang and Sichuan. Online registration is intended to expand gradually, but local availability may still differ. Failing to complete the required registration can result in a warning or fine. It may also create complications later. You need police assistance, extend a stay, or complete another immigration procedure. Ask your host or accommodation provider who will handle the registration before you arrive. 4. Return or onward ticket. Border officers may ask for proof of how and when you plan to leave China. For ordinary visa-free tourism, official guidance recommends carrying flight tickets, hotel reservations, or invitation letters. A confirmed return flight is normally suitable for tourists entering under the 30-day visa-free policy. For the 240-hour transit program, the requirement is stricter. You need a confirmed onward ticket with a fixed date and seat. Keep the complete itinerary available offline on your phone. It is also sensible to carry printed copies. Make sure your departure date falls within the stay you are legally permitted. 5. Entry and customs checks. Visa-free travel does not guarantee automatic admission. Chinese border inspection officers may examine your passport, travel purpose, itinerary, and accommodation before deciding whether to admit you. Visitors whose actual purpose does not match tourism, business, family visits, or transit may be refused visa-free entry. Travelers should answer questions clearly and consistently. Working or studying normally requires the appropriate visa. Chinese law also allows authorities to use biometric identification during immigration procedures. Depending on the airport, the process may include facial imaging, fingerprints, and passport scanning. Customs checks are separate from immigration. Passengers must accurately declare items that are restricted or taxable. Do not carry undeclared restricted food, animal products, or prohibited material. When uncertain, ask a customs officer. Those are 5 important entry requirements every tourist should know before traveling to China in 2026. Before departure, check whether you qualify for 30-day visa-free entry, 240-hour visa-free transit, or a traditional visa. China's entry process has become easier, but choosing the correct category and carrying supporting documents remain essential. Follow TravelFacts for more entry requirement guides from around the world.